So in the earlier session, you already heard from Kulveer Virji the ideas of Sikhi, which your forefathers and my foremothers, our collective Sikhs have lived through. We all have our journeys, and what I want to do in this session is, in those journeys of the Sikhs, there is one case study of Vaisakhi, because you guys are about to have your own Nagar Kirtan. The Sikh world has gone through it. I have actually had a chance to participate in some of those, actually in all the major metropolitan cities in the world now, how they are celebrating Vaisakhi. And it's a very interesting thing going on. You know, what they do in Lahore versus what they do in New York City and Vancouver and London and Thailand, even in South Africa, Australia, they all have some peculiar features, but they all are missing it, because it's become a mela. And what I want to talk about is, Vaisakhi existed before Guru Nanak, and it existed before Guru Gobind Singh established the Khalsa. So what is Vaisakhi for Sikhs? Because festivals are always there. Festivals are there to celebrate certain things, have fun as well. What is Vaisakhi for us? And I'm not saying don't have the Nagar Kirtans and parade. कई बार पंजाबी च कहते अपनी parade कड्ढी जाते हैं. So I mean, what good is it doing for us? What I'm more interested in is, do we remember the purpose for it? Then whatever you do will become even more powerful. And where Kulveer was talking about, I want to build on that idea. He was talking about this idea of coach, Guru being a coach. So that makes us players in training. Some of us, you know, everyone on the team is going to be at different levels. Some will join team, some won't join team. This should be very clear to everyone, because some of the questions we have are coming from, I think, from that side where we think some are better than others. It has nothing to do with it. Coach's job is, those who want it, can you take their potential to the next level? That doesn't mean others are bad or worse or not good, because that goes against Sikhi. Sikhi already believes everyone is divine. All 7 billion people right now. And at the time of Guru Gobind Singh, same things are going on. But we're going to start everything from Guru Nanak. Because you already heard the idea of love, you already heard the idea of coaching. It's very, very clear in Guru Granth Sahib. The invitation in Sikhi is to play the game of love. There is no invitation in Sikhi to watch the game of love or to critique the game of love, which is what we are doing. We have made it a spectator sport. And it's very, very clear in Guru Granth Sahib that Sikhi is Jyoto Prem Dekhan ka. It's not Dekhan ka, right? And not Vishleshan ka. Khelan ka. Khelan ka is to play. Vishleshan is analysis, and Dekhana is to see it. Sikhi is not a spectator sport. Jyoto Prem Khelan ka jao, Sirtar Tali Gali Muriyao, which essentially, you've heard this, we sing about it. But simply put, in today's vocabulary, invitation is, come play the game of love. And those who want to play it, understand that to play this game, you have to first learn how to die. Sirtar Tali Gali Muriyao is that. You know, that the cost is death. Are you ready to confront death? This is not Guru Gobind Singh. As much as we might have stereotyped all the Gurus, this is not Guru Gobind Singh's statement. This is what Guru Granth Sahib is talking about. And in Guru Granth Sahib, the word Vaisakhi comes. I'm going to start with that and then get into what is Vaisakhi in Punjabi culture, what we have made Vaisakhi to be, and what was the original idea of Vaisakhi. In Guru Granth Sahib, the word Vaisakhi is used, Nanak Vaisakhi Prabh Pave, Surat Sabad Man Mana. It's very clear statement, the purpose, right? You go to a school, you have a purpose. You go to work, you have a purpose. If you don't know what the purpose is, then things don't get done. In Guru Granth Sahib, the idea of Vaisakhi is a time to meet the divine. Prabh Pavan. Pauna is to meet, to obtain, palm, Angrezi bana liya hodi. So Vaisakhi is a time to actually confront the divine. Come face to face with. Kiਵੇਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ. How do you do it? It says, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੁਰਤ in your awareness, in the way we think, make sure the Shabad enters, the wisdom enters. This is the idea now. The idea is Vaisakhi is the time to prepare yourself such that the wisdom can enter our mind. Surat de vich Shabad ja sake. Mind sada change ho sake. And this is how you meet the divine. Prabh bhav hai. Nanak Vaisakhi Prabh bhav. So obviously sadi, our Vaisakhis come and go. Na Prabh milda, na Surat vich Shabad janda. So we have basically made up commemorations now. What Kulveer was talking about, right? It's something less effective. To make it effective, this is the purpose of Vaisakhi in Guru Granth Sahib. The Gurus have their own journey and trainings. If we treat them as coach, they coached us on this earth in Punjab for almost 240 years. I think you will agree it's a long time to coach. So which means our coach has a lot of endurance. Coach is not giving up on us. And coach is very, very aware of our capacities, which he says we all have exact same capacity. But coach is also very aware of our behaviors, kartoot pasu ki manas ja, that is going to require a lot of time and effort and discipline and love. Hecha to prem ke chabuk maro. That's what Kulveer was talking about. Gurbani is about not using the physical discipline, but using the discipline of love with a capital L. Hecha to prem ke chabuk. Hunter nahi marne assi jehde assi apne kai bachchiyan nu bhi maar dinde ha. We got to get out of that. And Guru is doing that for almost 240 years. And the Shabad in Guru Granth Sahib, I want to invoke that and come to Vaisakhi very directly. It says, if you have gone through that coaching where you are prepared your mind to take this wisdom so you can confront the divine, you can meet the divine. So that's a preparation. In that preparation, what is this preparation for? It says, who really enjoys Vaisakhi? You guys have been to Melas, Purane Punjabi de gaane bhi aage, Maar Dada Mame Jat Mele aage, right? Sune bhi hone tusi. So assi bhi mele aage Vaisakhi de, there are different ways, nothing wrong with them. Oh pehla bhi exist karde se. But in Guru Granth Sahib it says who really enjoys, because we all might go to a game. When I lived in San Antonio for 10 years, so finally, I think about not just Toronto Raptors, which all of you think about, but what Spurs go through. You might go to a game, but that doesn't mean you enjoy it. You might come to Gurdwara, doesn't mean you enjoy it, right? ये भी तमाशा ही है ना. Guru Granth Sahib says, "Loga Ram khilona jane." So we have all made tamasha of everything, including religiosities. So who really enjoys Vaisakhi? In Guru Granth Sahib it says, "Vaisakh sohava ta lage, jas sant peta harso." Sant in Guru Granth Sahib is the Guru, the coach. Not the people you see around us, because Guru Granth Sahib very clearly says, people who are banking on you to give them more money, they are not the sant. Ye Banaras ke thag. Exact statement of Guru Granth Sahib. Ye har ke sant na kiye Banaras. Those who take money from you to tell you how spiritual they're going to make you, or the followings you see on YouTube and other places these days. People who are preying on your ignorance, people who are preying on your banking on your wallet, they are not the sant. So in Guru Granth Sahib it says, people who really enjoy Vaisakhi are the ones who are ready to meet the divine by adopting a coach, by seeking a coach. Sant Peta Harso is much bigger, but at minimum at least I'm looking for that coach. And you know that jo todi life which, when we have somebody who trains us and the trainer is damn good, then you feel good. You're like, I'm getting somewhere. I just had my board retreat for Sikh Research Institute. I was struggling to figure out what to do with my board members, how to move our organization to the next level. I actually found a coach 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks before the meeting, and it changed the meeting the way we conducted it. I felt good about it. People who came, they felt good. Yeah, something came out of it. So we need coaches in life. We need coaches in everything. For a Sikh, the eventual coach, the perfect coach is the Guru. That's the sum. This is Guru Granth Sahib on Vaisakhi. Now, how do we take those ideas and make them powerful? Culture de which doesn't mean we are not going to have mele ni band kar do. No, Guru never said you don't enjoy the melas. Guru is saying, we are having a great party. How do we take party to the next level? And that's what the idea, jehde gal hoyi hai pichle session, we want to take those ideas We want to see how Guru Gobind Singh applied them after 200 years of training. He was preparing people for some blueprint, and I want to talk about who is really answer to bring the blueprint in their lives. Like, some of you are sitting are middle schoolers, or some are high schoolers, if you have gone to college or other places, but you go through 12, 13 years of training before you actually think about what I want to become, right? That's called college or university. That's the training we need before we can say, what do I want to do in Sikhi? Or whether I even want the kakar. So then the questions of, nail versus this, they become irrelevant. Because one is about hygiene, other is about ambassadorship. But because we are not thinking about those things, we end up creating these kind of, parallels. So what is happening in the culture? Before I talk about culture, can I get a volunteer to read this? Somebody who can speak aloud? Kiसी ने breakfast से juice पी ले दो? Go ahead. Thank you.
Inspiration, democracy, the dream of modern civilization was established in this part of Asia in the exact modern sense in the realization of the true spirit of our humanity. The Khalsa made democracy its daily practice, driven by the inner feeling that it is born of the spirit of the Guru, that all humans are siblings. The glorious Guru Gobind Singh recalled this commonwealth, the Khalsa, his child, and laid the infant in the lap of Mother Mata Sahib Deva. Physical birth became, by this acting of love, a negligible accident, and the Khalsa stood down by the moral reason.
Thank you. This is from Professor Puran Singh. You can see the book's name is Spirit of the Sikh. If you are not familiar with him, I encourage you to Google him. Now all his books, except 3 books, he wrote like 17 books which are all in English 100 years ago. And this is the guy whose books were banned in India, surprise, surprise, in 1910s and 1920s. India and Punjab, his books were published in 1960s. So his books were originally published in England. Because he's presenting Khalsa the way 7 to 9 generations ago, your grandmothers and grandfathers and my nanis and dadis, as they understood Sikhi. Look at the way he presents Khalsa. He says Khalsa, he's speaking in our idiom. He's saying Khalsa was something which the world hadn't seen. Europe was thinking about these things, and Guru Gobind Singh made it a reality. Now, do you look at Khalsa that way? That's my question. If I ask you guys, if I say Khalsa to you, what comes to your mind right now? What comes to your mind when you hear the word Khalsa? Don't be afraid. Tell me what comes. Waheguru? Really? Okay. I grew up in Kansas City. Somebody would say Khalsa, mostly I would look and I was like, these are the men which has the biggest egos. Seriously, that's what I would see. Except on the parade day, which is a display of, whatever. What comes to somebody else's mind when today, don't tell me about whatever the Gurdwara tells you. The reality. Panj Pyare? Yeah. Panj Pyare or Panj Male Pyare? Yeah, so this is the image, right? I want to talk about images, the reality, and the reality was something else because I'm going to go back to 1699. Any other things come to your mind when you think of Khalsa?
Soldier.
Soldier? That's what RSS says. And we love hearing, we love talking about people who got the medals from the British because British actually enslaved us. We don't talk about the Babbar Akalis who kicked their ass. So we have to really think about sada narrative ki hai. Even the word Khalsa, what is our narrative?
Purity.
Is it? Because that's what Hitler was after, that he wants to eliminate all the impure people. I want to talk about real stuff. We have taken things, this is what the world is about. The genocides in the world are about, some people think they are the purest. And they want to eliminate the impure. We want to become the Taliban? You say no, but that's how we explain the Khalsa these days. Khalsa, and Puran Singh is capturing it, he's saying something else. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you've been hearing in the ideas and I want to go explore. But before we explore it, just so you know some literal information, Vasak, there are some astrological stuff attached to it. Some cultures believe it, I'm just presenting to you. But for most Punjabis, let's come to at least Punjab, because in South India, it has its own meaning. Some people have calendars attached to it. Punjabi culture also feels it's a new year. It's not a Sikh New Year, it's a Punjabi New Year. But basically it's the first day of a month of Vasak. That's what Vaisakhi is. Culturally, simply put, this was the time, because Punjab was agrarian society, which they have reduced to a desert now. We'll come into that a little later, maybe tomorrow. But it's an agrarian society. Agrarian society is, the whole economy is based on what? Farming. So it's a post-harvest festival. It's like a Thanksgiving. Well, we didn't kill the pilgrims though, but America doesn't talk about that anymore. So it was शुक्राना करते सीगे कि तेरी मेहर होई आ, we were able to basically capture, जिहड़ी फसलां होंदियां सी, and people used to celebrate that twice a year. It's a post-harvesting festival. That's what used to happen. The different things happen in different traditions. They're written there, but I'll just come to, because with the exception of one individual here, I think most people are coming from Punjabi and Hindustani backgrounds. So Punjab, we just had Easter, for example, in the Western world. Easter has its own tradition, but now everyone just does egg hunting. That's what we have done with Vaisakhi. We have our own tradition, but all we do is display Panj Pyaras and maybe a little bit of food, free food. You should see what happens after the parade. I've been there. We have all the politicians come to our parades. Don't promise a damn thing. Just watch Jasrin's video. He'll tell you what they do. You're laughing, right? Because he makes sense. And that's what I'm talking about. What Khalsa was, it's not just the Sikhs are going through this. Every pretty much religious tradition or ideology is going through this kind of hijacking of ideas, where everything is all about materials, uncles fighting. Even same thing in their cultures. It's committees trying to figure out who can't speak, who can't figure out what to ask the politician for. I was just at a Nagar Kirtan without naming the place, and every introduction was exactly same. Friend of the Sikhs. Friend of the Sikhs. 50 introductions are said there, exact same line. Are you telling me that Guru Gobind Singh created Khalsa so he can invite politicians on the Vaisakhi day who don't come ever? They do nothing for you. The only reason they're there is because they have audience. It's a free audience and it costs them nothing. Is this what Vaisakhi Day is about? Of course not. So there's a way to deal with those things, but I want to focus on the idea of Vaisakhi. I will share the idea in Guru Granth Sahib. This is the idea in culture. It was a great idea in culture, right? You get a promotion at work, people feel good. They're like, chalo koi wada hoya. Fir aapa badhai denne hain. In Punjabi the word is badhai, congratulations, felicitations. And why do we give badhai? Aapa Vaisakhi diyan lakh badhaiyan hon. Well, really? Because I want to talk about the realities of these things. You give congratulations, badhai in Punjabi is vada. Vada is expansion. Thoda vyah hunda, parivar da vada hoya. Bacha hoya, vada hoya. Business which you made more money, vada hoya. I want to know on a Vaisakhi day, from the last Vaisakhi to this Vaisakhi, what have you gained? If you haven't, what congratulations are we giving? So it's just fluff. In Guru Granth Sahib, Vaisakhi is great for those who are preparing to submit to the Guru. So hawa ta lage. Vaisakhi is for those who are preparing themselves so the wisdom of the Guru Granth Sahib can enter their mind. So our felicitations, jehdi foki badhai hai na, tanu bhi pata, you go to foki badhaiyan wale birthdays te chale jande honge. Tanu bhi hunda yaar inna time laga badhana penda ki kariye. This is what we are doing with the festivals. I would say in the cultural way, it actually made sense because of vada hoya si, fasal changi hui si. So they actually, it was a very nice gesture. We are celebrating because as a community, we had, everyone benefited because of the great harvesting. So what have we done with this? I want to connect to the culture because there's a whole fight happening among the Sikhs, ki aisi Punjabi hai nahi hai. I want to bring some Punjabi ideas into it because asi Punjabi bhi hage ha, asi tusi Alberta wale bhi ho, Canadian bhi hage ho. So we have to look at how to intermingle all this, but we're going to go back to Punjab. This is Professor Puran Singh writing in Punjabi as well. And I want to bring your attention to a couple of things. He was not preaching Sikhi. He was describing how the people of Punjab embrace Sikhi. That will be 3 to 7 to 9 generations ago again, Sade Buzurg. And look what he said. You know, Puran Singh traveled the world. He literally traveled the world. He has written about the Walt Whitman in America and the Bushido spirit of Japan. He was a scientist by profession. He wrote political documents. So he traveled mentally as well as physically. And he says, "Mainu Punjab jiha mulk koi na disda, ajab fakiran da ghar hai." And fakir, ajab is extraordinary, something unique. Fakir, you can look at as being people who are classically, you'll say, spiritual personalities, but it's more than that. Carefree people, not careless. ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਲਾਪਰਵਾਹ ਤੇ ਬੇਪਰਵਾਹ, ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮੇਰਾ ਲਾਪਰਵਾਹ, ਉੱਥੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਬੇਪਰਵਾਹ. ਬੇਪਰਵਾਹ is carefreeness, where you're like, I'm willing to do anything. ਲਾਪਰਵਾਹ is people like me who are just citing excuses and not doing anything. So ਬੇਪਰਵਾਹੀ ਸੀਗੀ, ਇਹ ਫਕੀਰ ਬੇਪਰਵਾਹ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ. ਇੱਥੇ ਪਿਆਰਾਂ ਮੱਲੋ ਮੱਲੀ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ. Now I want to focus on this, how within Punjab, because Punjab is a great space. In the history of India, Punjab has amazing space, not just from a spiritual angles, from economic angle, from political. This is one place on the earth where the Semitic civilization, which represented Islam at the time, but it's a combination of Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, and the what we now call Aryan civilization, represented by Hinduism, which included Jainism and Buddhism. This is where they actually confronted each other. This is where literally the blood of several peoples and races literally mixed. This is Punjab. Nowhere on the earth you have seen this level of intermixing. From Europeans to Dravids coming together. From invaders coming through the Khyber Pass and coming into through Punjab was a gateway to India. This is where the old civilization, the best universities like Takshala were in Punjab. So it's an amazing place. My point is, this is already an amazing place. So what did Guru come and add on a Vaisakhi day? That's what my focus is. In an amazing place, ithe pyaro mallo mandi pendiyan. Hun dekho ki likh rahe hain. Those of you, I'll try to transliterate a bit or interpret it a bit. Ithe Husn di sarkar de tambu aan lagde. Ithe Gobind Singh pyara rakha sada. Now, I mean, I cannot do justice to interpret, but basically this is describing Guru Gobind Singh at a very different level. So he is describing that yes, there were tambus here, but he is describing what the tambus produced, the tents. It's like when you go camping. So Guru Gobind Singh, camping itself should tell you the Sikh attitude, that we have no permanent place here. We are here to help any community and every community which needs help. Rakha Sada. So this idea of Kalgiyanwala is a Rakha. He became the God impersonate, if you want to call it. He became Vaheguru-like. ਇਹ ਥਾਂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਦੀ, ਇੱਥੇ ਉਸ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਦਾ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਆਸਰਾ. But now this is what I want to focus on. We have made Vaisakhi to be a very narrow thing. Look how Puran Singh describes. He says, Darya ho rehna, darya ho jeena, ਇਹ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਆਦੇਸ਼ ਹੈ. Why Sikhi in Punjab? Punjab is land of 5 rivers. And they were mighty rivers. In post-47, post-1947, these rivers are being messed up. They are, even the way they flow, they are being changed. So there is an environmental terrorism going on which nobody is discussing, except maybe a few organizations. Puran Singh is describing, when Guru Gobind Singh comes, by the way, you visit his spaces, I encourage all of you to go to Pakistan side and Indian side of Punjab. Visit where Guru Gobind Singh stayed. He had style, we'll call it. He found some spots, man. I mean, you know how you find in parks, you might go to national forests, you know, we travel a lot, and Kulveer and I sometimes talk about, you know, worldwide where things are. Where Guru Gobind Singh stayed, he spent some time thinking about it. He created a Guru Ka Lahore. Where he got married is called Guru Ka Lahore. Where Anandpur Sahib is, it's a unique place. Anyway, what he's saying is, it's all in Punjab. Darya is a river. It's a mighty river. He says what Guru is teaching us is to become a mighty river. And you know what a mighty river is. I mean, there are so many analogies of river. This is where Khalsa's requirement are. We all have our understanding of Khalsa. I'm going to start from a cultural level. Mighty river is, what is the analogy of a river? Where the river starts, any river in the world, when you look at where it starts, there are a lot of stones there. There's a lot of noise. जिमें कोई नवा नवा सिख बनता वो बहुत रौला पाता ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣਾ ਦਿਓ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ. It's a natural process because wherever the river starts, there are a lot of stones there. It hits the rocks and it creates a lot of noise. If you do whitewater rafting, you'll understand some of that. Yeah? Okay. But you don't call it a river if it stops flowing. In fact, the way it becomes a mighty river, it starts with a noise, there might be a bang there, and it continues to flow. The more it flows is dynamic, not state. Status quo stuff nahi hai. The more the river flows, the wider it becomes. The wider it becomes, the deeper it is. The wider and deeper it is, quieter it is. But it has the capacity to drown you. And even if shit flows in there, nobody says it's dirty. Because it's too mighty. Look at the mighty Mississippi in America, for example. And this is what Gurbani talks about. Ki jeda wakai connected hai, we are all imperfect, right? And Gurbani says, je baharon bhul chuk bolde pee khare har pane. We are all going to have some imperfections. But if you are connected, if you are becoming a mighty river, then even the bad stuff floating in the river is okay. Because you have the capacity to contain everything. ये है दरिया होना जिहदे बारे गुरु ग्रंथ साहब विच सिद्धा लिखिया for the adults here if you're interested. In Samaj Ki War it says Guru Samund Nadi Sab Sikhi. Guru is the ocean, Sikhs are supposed to be like the rivers. Now you get to pick what kind of river you want to be. But it's not a river if it's not flowing, just keep that in mind. If you're not growing, if you're not flowing, you're not a river. And Puran Singh is saying, we were told to become so huge, so grand, that we have a capacity to contain anything. We have a capacity to withstand anything. Which includes, if your own son or daughter walks up to you and says, I don't want to be a Sikh, can you contain that? Because Guru Nanak did. This is the training. Not every son and the Guru will talk about that in parenting, but that's one of the things. If the state says, I'm going to kill you, he's like, try your best. That's our history. This is Darya ho Rehna, Darya ho Jeena. Eh Satguru Adesh is Hukum. We are fighting about the Rahat and the Hukum. What about the biggest issue they have told us? And Daryawa wale mele the. I want to talk about, even the way we used to celebrate used to be grand. Hun saadi celebration bhi tutti-futti hundi hai. क्योंकि जश्न होता ना, जश्न वर्ड पंजाबी था. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਵੀ ਸੁਣੋ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਯਾਰ ਕਮਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਅੱਜ. You come for a Vaisakhi, there should be like, this is the place to be. I gotta be there, but we don't have that excitement to start level. Even for Kirtan. So Darya, even our Mela needs to be grand. So do a grand Mela. Make sure it does cover what people need to have. Have fun with it too. Daryawa wale vichhode. Even our separations are big. You know, Machiwade wale shara the. Dumme te lambe sare vadde dard oh ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਜਿਹਾ ਮੁਲਕ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਨਾ ਦਿਸਦਾ. So what I want to cover here is when the Punjabi psyche captured, because you know today when you listen to Vaisakhi songs, you don't know why they are writing what they are writing. Sometimes they want you to support Badal, then 3 weeks later they say we don't want you to support. You don't know why they are writing what song. You go back to songs about Punjabi, Mele of Punjab, about Vaisakhi, they were also powerful. Why am I saying this? Because do not try to divorce culture from religion. There is no such thing. It's going to be a very unhappy divorce. And you know divorces get ugly. This is what Sikhs are going through on Vaisakhi. We say, is it cultural Mela? Is it Sikhi Mela? And we are confused. Whereas Gurus and the Punjabis, including the Sikhs, they participated in things, but they took them to next levels. And that's what Vaisakhi of 1699 was. I've already talked about these lines. This is what Vaisakhi used to be. It was a folk culture. Lokana ek cultural cheez si. Guru Nanak started taking it toward the divine culture. Because even in Mela, you know, there will be people who will not be allowed because of who they were. He's like, this is good that you're celebrating, you're thanking God, whatever thada ishq haiga. But how about making it more inclusive? How about it's not just about your enthusiasm, but taking it to the next level of inspiration. So if your celebration is not inspiring people, then you are just celebrating the past. Inspiration is what others will come and do. It was about ambition as well. कि साडा इतना आज फायदा होया इस करके ऐसी पार्टी कीती है. When Guru Sahib is saying, he's like, let's create the next purpose of this party. Let's talk about what is the next issue, the next project, the next policy, economic or political we want to change. This is what our Sikhs did. Every Vaisakhi they used to meet, after Guru Gobind Singh as well. And they used to give themselves 6 months until Diwali. What projects will the community finish? And they used to do it. Guess what? Things used to get done. Vaisakhi comes, we don't even think about what's the purpose to come together, which project in Edmonton, which project in Canada, which project in the Panth will be finished by next Diwali, which was the next Jod Mela. Sikhs used to give themselves 6 months to finish a project, a big project. This is how we did stuff. Now we have Vaisakhi, we have nice langars, maybe even golgappe, and we go home and we're like, what did we really do for the community? And when I say community, by the way, I don't mean just the Sikhs. This was for people at large. And we used to give ourselves 6 months. Well, celebrations, you know that, they used to be exclusive. ਆਪਾਂ ਲੰਗਰ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਜਦ ਆਪਣਾ ਲੰਗਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਵੀਲ ਕਾਲ ਆਰ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਅੱਜ ਆ ਜਿਓ ਸਾਡਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਫਿਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਕਾਹਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ and when Guru brought it in he opened it up he is like I'm not going to ask who is coming and who's not. When he called, imagine a block party, that's where I want you a little bit of imagination. This is 1699. Imagine a block party. Like there are parties in the world you hear about, 30 years ago, some of you are older, America which is badi vadi hoi sigi, there, everyone showed up there for almost a couple of weeks. Today there might be Vancouver runs a Bhangra week now, there's a block party going on. 1699 is a block party. Guess who gets the invitation? Everyone. They didn't say how long you've been a Sikh. They didn't ask whether you wore dastar or not. They didn't ask whether you were Punjabi or not. Open invitation. Just think about what it means. I'm sure there were Sikhs at the time, just like in every Guru period, who complained, "Hey, kyun aaya yaar? Assi inne chir de Sikh baithe si, sari bula le." Which is what we do in our Gurdwaras too. Assi inne chir de hage kar rahe hain, hun ek kaun aaye ne name. But this is what Guru is different. Because he is going toward inclusiveness. He is not saying who is this party for. He said it's an open invitation. All sorts of people came there. The estimates are, depending on which historian you go by, from 30,000 to 80,000. That's a large party, I would say to you. Even just logistically think about it. 300 plus years ago, what does it take to have that kind of a meeting? That kind of a mela? Where people didn't, in fact, they didn't even know. The reason they showed up was because sometimes we also do it. Sometimes we show up, it sounds good, let's go check it out. All sorts of people came. क्योंकि गुरु दा सद्दा आया, तो लोगों को interesting बंदे सी, कोई कित्थों आया, कोई कित्थों. In fact, people who showed up, they were dressed differently. They ate different things. They looked different. They spoke different languages. They came from different corners of South Asia. But today we make it very monotheistic. I want you to really think about this stuff. I mean, their backgrounds, if I were to give you the details, you'll be like, really? They came from all sorts of professions. एक जट भी सीगा, but बाकी सारे non-जट भी सी. Just to put it in perspective. इक्को सी पंजाब तो बाकी सारे non-पंजाबी. So this is what we have done with Vaisakhi. We have to really revisit. In fact, can you imagine today? There is a guy sitting, and I mentioned that in radio show yesterday, but just to put in perspective, the fifth pyara who gets up, you know what his profession was? Barber. Can you imagine a barber today coming to an open invitation of the Sikhs? He got so inspired. This is what Guru is doing. Guru is here. Guru says, this is good, but let's go here. He got so inspired. Just imagine first ki Sadda, how open the invitation was that he showed up. And then imagine the guts it takes that he actually thought, and there were people who were, I'm sure, more Sikhs, quote unquote. But he got up. He says, I'm ready to volunteer, take my hand. Today we call him Bhai Sahab Singh. So Vaisakhi kuch ho raha. Vaisakhi for Sikhs is taking celebration to a very, very different level of purposeful existence. And so, you might have lots of questions about Vaisakhi. I just put a few questions here, and I'm not going to cover the whole details, but my whole point is, let's look at the original idea of Vaisakhi and how that idea was put into practice by every guru. Guru Nanak started the idea. Remember I showed you his line, his shabad. He is starting this idea and he says, let's open our minds. Because if you don't have an open mind, you will not be ready to have an open meeting. Just that preparation is going on for a while. Guru Amar Das then started Vaisakhi Mela. He said, now let's, if you're opening minds, let's get together and talk about some ideas. And by the time the 10th Guru came, he was ready to do some different stuff. It wasn't different from what Guru Nanak did. It was different from an angle that now he wants institutions. He wants to talk about, if you mean, what they say, sometimes people say, yeah, I can do this, I can do this. He's like, let's see who can really do this. We have opened minds, you've gotten trainings, you have attended the meetings, and you see this happens in communities, right? Kuch ho janda, bande kathe da ho jande ne. They mean well. But when the meetings start, people start to disperse, jab kam karna penda. And when you say, okay, who's going to do it, action item, who's going to champion the cause, very few people are left. Guess what happened in Vaisakhi? The exact same thing. I mean, 30,000 to 80,000 is a big crowd. But when time came to do it, and Guru Gobind Singh did not ask a question, what's your background? How long have you been sick? How long have you been listening to Guru Nanak? None of those questions were asked. It's very different. That's why it's revolutionary. This is why you and I have tough time understanding it. This is why we don't explain it properly, because it throws all our assumptions. It literally jadon put dindiyan sari assumptions. And that's what revolution is. Inqilab is je cheez nu jadon puttya janda. Just thoda theek karoge na, wo inqilab nahi hunda. So is inqilab de vich you already heard these ideas, but I'm going to go to the next part. What really happened there? Can I get another person to read this quote? What's on the screen? Anyone? So I can take a break? No volunteers? Go ahead.
Life driven to function. At the Nandapur, Guru Gobind Singh stood by the side of his drum, contemplating the liberty of his people. There is a complete change in the color and shape of the gathering of the disciples around him. A new nation came fully armed at Anandpur. The Sikh history shows how they fought, but it was still all in poetic action. The Khalsa in ordinary life proves himself a loving spouse, a kind parent, a noble friend, a selfless saint, a brave soldier to defend the honor of the weak.
Thank you. Puran Singh, again, I'm using a lot of his stuff because it's available in original English. He has an article called Creation and Purpose of the Khalsa. I want you to especially look at the last part. What does Khalsa do in ordinary life? What that means is, what does Khalsa do every day? Are you a loving husband or a loving wife? I think ਅੱਜ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੰਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰਦਰਸ਼ਨੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਨਾ ਕਰਿਓ, because ਪ੍ਰਦਰਸ਼ਨੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ. We'll fall right there. Because people who are presented as being Panthak leaders, they usually suck. I mean, you can see it at a national level of what is happening in Punjab, to how even the Jathedar's daughter-in-laws are committing suicide, quote unquote. That's a code word for they killed her because she didn't bring enough dowries, to what just happened with Majithia, and you can see it in your local realities. Right? Everything is going on because we have made these things. We'll show up on the game day. If you just show up on the game day, I mean, look at the last Super Bowl. What happened? You guys remember what happened last Super Bowl? One team didn't show up. They didn't show up. That's what we call not showing. They physically showed up, but they were not prepared. So everything requires two things. You got to physically show up, and if you're not showing up mentally, you fall apart. This is why the whole preparation, the whole of Purveer session, the whole of what I'm trying to mention for 200 years of training before the Khalsa comes, is mentally preparing. This is what Guru Granth Sahib, 95% shabads of Guru Granth Sahib are about man. Man is about mind, where the thoughts are developed. Clarity here. Once you are clear, then nothing stops. And this is where Guru Gobind Pasha Professor Puran Singh is writing. Ordinary life, Are we jagat jo japan nisbasur? Do you live in awareness? एक बार मैं lecture कर रहा था somewhere in London, and some guy, one of the kids asked me a question. He says, "How do we know somebody is religious?" And I've repeated this in some other platforms. I'll repeat it here. I said, "That's a tough question, because how questions are tough to answer." I say, "I don't know, man. Most religious people I come across, they're always angry." Have you guys noticed that? गुस्से ही भरे रहंदे, "ये तू की करता, ये की करता, छित्तर पैणगे." And खालसे दे बारे की लिखिया सवैये विच पूर्ण प्रेम प्रतीत सजा, that there is so much love in them that it's outpouring. You want to see something from outside, it says look for love. This is what Guru Gobind Singh and Guru Nanak through Guru Gobind Singh was preparing us for. What we have become is something else. We have become like any other religious entities who are not clear and who are just actually ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਗੁਲਾਮ ਬਣਾਈ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਕਲ ਦਾ। So Puran Singh is saying, every day, your kindness needs to be every day, not one langar a year as a charity. मैं सब तो वड्डी जड़ी नॉर्थ अमेरिका विच यूबा सिटी विच एक नगर कीर्तन निकलदा, first time I went there, they asked me to do a workshop there. The night before, on the day I saw that there was so much langar there, I just couldn't comprehend. It was like at somebody's wedding party, right? You know how they have corners, chaat corner, makki roti di saag corner, tikki corner. It was amazing. So I said, can I talk to somebody who's been living in Yuba City, like the oldest person living in Yuba City? He's died since then. He's like, how take again Hari Singh for Everest? Maybe some of you know it. He was a founder in a great Sikh review which likhde bhi hunde si. So I went to his house. He lived right across from Gurdwara. I said, uncle, can you tell me what is going on outside? And this is what he said. Maybe not verbatim, but I'm maybe paraphrasing a bit. He says, Harinder, ये ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਪਾਪ ਕਮਾਇਆ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਵਾ ਕੇ ਪਾਪ ਧੋਤਾ ਜਾਓ। English basically is all the unethical ways they have used to make more money. Today they are feeding the community thinking their unethical living will go out. It doesn't. This is what we do. This is what we do in terms of our Vaisakhi as well, partly, if not all. So we need to get out, we need to come in everyday life. What do we? Guru Granth Sahib says, we don't do acts of charity. We become Unnadaan ka kare sareer. The very existence becomes of benevolence. Other religions teach charity, philanthropy. We were told that daily life needs to be philanthropic, which is very non-calculative. This is what Khalsa is, and this is what Khalsa did. This is why Khalsa didn't worry about remaining a ruler all the time. Khalsa was more worried about how many more free people they will develop or help. And for that, there was a cost. The wrath of the state is something, it's not easy to take. So Khalsa was prepared to do that. So one of the things I want to mention quickly in a few minutes is Khalis, Khalsa, pure, but other meaning you should know of Khalsa, it's an Arabic word as well. In Arabic, it simply, how the old monarchical system is, there's an emperor. Emperor does not own all the land or all the army. He had kings under him. Under kings were chiefs. Under chiefs were at the village level, people paid that person. Chaudhry hunde sige. So the army and the land which directly belonged to the emperor was called the Khalsa. Now look at, so I'm not saying don't look at the pure meaning, वो भी एक meaning हैगा, but pure तो था तो देखना चाहिए निर्मल, गुरबाणी की vocabulary है निर्मल. Nirmal is clarity. Nirmal is being like Vaheguru, having those qualities of Vaheguru, right? So Khalsa was that you are bringing qualities of Vaheguru within you, and at the same time you report only to Vaheguru. Now imagine that. George Forrester is traveling in South Asia. He has a book called From Peshawar to Calcutta. And in one of the incidents he writes, he says, I've spent so much time in India, what we now call India, Pakistan, that area. He says, I haven't found any free person here. They're all slaves. He says, one day I'm traveling, suddenly a man comes across. He's sitting on a horse, and I look at him and I ask him, who do you report? No, his question is, who's your boss? And he says, this guy goes, boss? We don't have boss, we report directly to God. He said, this was the first free man I found and he was a Sikh. Easy. Now we have hundreds of bosses. And Asa Ki Words first Salok says, Jide 100 sahib hunde ne, oda ek bhi sahib nahi hunda. Tahi in Guru Granth Sahib, it continuously says, Eko Sahib. Sahib mera Eko. We report to one sovereign. That one sovereign is Vaheguru Eko Ankar. So we really believe in having a personal relationship. Khalsa is the one who has a personal relationship with Vaheguru. And the externalization of that relationship is that you do not take orders from any earthly authorities. You only believe in what Vaheguru is asking you to do. That kind of idea, which in this case then Guru comes into the place. So here are the 5 people. Look at their occupation. And by the way, in Indian traditions, these people are considered what India calls even today. The legal classification of this is OBC, other backward castes. So you know when Guru Nanak says, I identify Nichi Huvat Nich, I identify with the downtrodden, the disenfranchised, people who nobody likes, guess what? Guru Gobind Singh, when he's creating a Khalsa, he's like, we mean it. And he puts it there. He says, look at these people, I give Guruship to them. In Garib Singhan ko de Padshahi, ye yaad rakhe hamri guriyai. Ratan Singh Pangu writes that I give authority, leadership, Guruship. Look at the back. Guru doesn't care the background, but I'm sharing that because we do the same thing. Ek chimba hega, ek nai hega, ek jat hega, ek khatri hega. Can the pav, people who would consider that you don't have, in the West it's the same thing by the way. There were nobles and nobility was kept among the nobles. India goes through the same thing. Guru Gobind Singh comes here. This is why there are haters of Guru Gobind Singh. You know how we have haters these days? People who were the rulers, they're like, what the hell is this man? Who the hell are these guys? How come they have the Guruship? Even when the British went to India, because they asked this question, who the hell gave right to Sikhs to rule? This was their question, and Ratan Singh Pangu answered it when he says Guru gave us the rights, because people who had the right to rule were either you were given by the church or it was hereditary. Tada pure raja si tat tusi bhi ban gaye, right? Or Brahman ne ya Pujari ne ya Christian Padri ne kiya, we ordain you as a king. Those were the only 2 ways to rule. And Guru Gobind Singh comes 300 years ago, he says, no, he basically said, homie, don't play that. We're going to play a different game. His game is, people who are qualified, they should be given the right to serve, right to rule as well. And he does it. And look at where they came from. You might not know this, go Google map it. It will give you a very interesting idea of where people are coming from. You know, so when we say we are universal faith, you know, when we say it today, people know we are bullshitting. When Guru Nanak said it, and when Guru Gobind Singh institutionalized it, people knew they were not bullshitting because they saw it. That's the difference. When Guru was doing it, it was a reality with a capital R. It was visible. Now, we just talk about it, it's not visible because we are not doing it. We're just trying to create this is the phrase, you know, by Puran Singh. He says, first life, then its expression. Now we just want expression, we don't want any life. That's why Guru is so powerful. People loved him, people believed in him. People of other religions walked up to him, like Pir Buddhu Shah. He says, I'm going to die on your behalf because what you have done is just amazing. Guru Gobind Singh had no need to convert everyone into Sikhi. He did not have any need to say everyone needs to keep hair or keep kirpan. But he did say, those who want to do it, come on down. Price is right is what they used to say. And the price here was death. And he did it. And look at the building block of Vaisakhi. That if you want to join this, make sure you have a lot of compassion. Daya is compassion, guys. Daya is not mercy. We don't believe in mercy. That idea is foreign to us. Mercy is when you say, oh, vichare. Vichara word comes in Guru Granth Sahib, but Guru Nanak Sahib uses it for himself. He doesn't use it for anyone else. He says, Nanak vichara ye kehta hai. So this is a very different paradigm. You know, the Khalsa kaun hai? ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਮਰਸੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ, ਉਹ ਗਲਵਕੜੀ ਲਾਉਂਦਾ। ਉਹ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਇਹ ਵਿਚਾਰੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨੇ ਗਲਵਕੜੀ ਲਾਈ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਗਲਵਕੜੀ ਲਾਈ। So this is the idea that there is a compassion, there is an idea of dharam, whatever dharam means to you. I don't want to get into it because that's not today's lecture, but the idea of courage, steadfast, and then this is how you become Sahib, by the way. Sahib means sovereign. If you just watch the old British movies, Sahibs are the British officers. Sahib for us is becoming independent. The same theme. The divine within you makes you sovereign. This is what Khalsa was prepared. This is how the races, their blood, their thinking was literally mixed by several centuries. And Guru Gobind Singh comes, he says, this is the new blueprint. This is what I offer to the world, how to really live together while you come from different backgrounds. He brought them together by idea. And if nothing else, this is a slide I want you guys to really know. Today we know other things about Vaisakhi. We know, maybe we know the Panj Pyare now. There was a video 2 years ago at Vaisakhi of Anandpur Sahib. This guy just went around and asking, can you name me Panj Pyare? In Punjab, even the Buzurgs couldn't name him. So we don't even know the what. Then we talk about the how. This is I'm learning from Kulveer because he was telling me before one meeting. Can we answer these questions for other purposes? We don't know the what anymore. We argue about the how. What happened inside that tent? Were there really goats? We are talking about how. Did he really cut their head? Should we be wearing kirpan? What about the kind of questions we have? The fundamental question is why? Why did he do this? Nobody's talking about the why. And the why was partly this. He released a Nash doctrine that day, and that doctrine was, doesn't matter what your previous belief was, don't worry about it. And we still, you know, people will say, I'm a Sikh, but they'll talk more about the Hindu karmic theory. Karam Nash, which is related to it. I was presenting somewhere something, and one of the questions came up, what about my previous life and previous deeds? Karam Nash. And you know, the general response, you know, in the Sikh community is, Gurbani doesn't get into it. And there was a girl sitting there, and she really made me think. She said, are you telling me that if I am getting raped, this was in my karam? Think about this. This is a powerful question. Because Guru Gobind Singh also said, he says, doesn't matter what you did. We believe in Meherban. Doesn't matter what you did in previous life or even yesterday. Sahib Mera Meherban. We believe in that. We believe what matters is today. Are you willing to do the newer life? Sadgur de kar janam lein nahi tayar ho ki nahi. That's what Gurbani talks about. So previous karams, most Sikhs are still talking about this. Whereas Guru Gobind Singh says ki karam nash aaj to baad. It doesn't matter what you used to believe or to do. He also said janam nash. I don't care where you're born. People still talk about that. We still have certain Babas who come, they say I'm a descendant of Guru Nanak, so give me more money. And Guru Gobind Singh is saying, doesn't matter where you're born. Because remember, he's looking at, we started today with the hukum, it's your capacity. And he says everyone has this capacity. The Brahman says you don't, the world says you don't, the Mughal domination said you don't, even the Semitic traditions are saying that you don't. But Guru Gobind Singh, Guru Nanak says, every single person on this earth has this capacity. And he says, I want that scenario where people can explore their potentials. Literally explore them. Become something bigger than what the world says you are now. Sharam nash, embarrassments. You know, there are certain things in our Indian tradition. You know, we use horrible vocabulary. Punjabis, you probably have seen it. In India, they used to say chude chamar. Here we will say kale ne idda de. Or India, America, which you can muksike idda de ne. Right? Because of what they do sometimes. And Guru Gobind Singh said, I want to get rid of this embarrassments of which the rituals or the communities have created. Essentially was, there is nothing bad. You know how there's nothing bad? Because Guru Arjan already set the standard. He said in Guru Granth Sahib, I am going to include a shabad which is written by a butcher. Think about that. And Guru Gobind Singh opens it up. So they're already preparing, right? So Guru Nanak is preparing. Every Guru is building an institution. And when it comes to Khalsa, he says, we don't entertain this question. That's what he's saying. And the Paramnash, oh my God, I don't even know what to say about this one. People have taken Amras, people have done all sorts of things. They say, Vani bhi badi yaad hai. When it comes to everyday living, remember everyday living is where Khalsa is visible? ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਪਰਮਾਂ ਚ ਫਿਰ ਫਸੇ ਹੋਏ ਚਲੋ ਪਾਠ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਲਾ ਬਟ ਉਹਦੀ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਇਦਾਂ ਮਿਰਚਾਂ ਮਾਰ ਲਿਆ ਕਰ ਥੋੜੀ every damn thing param is doubts, superficial doubts. Yeah, this is what Guru Gobind, this is what he told Khalsa, that this is what we follow, this is our doctrine, and they become powerful individuals. Those who followed this is what they did. Guru Gobind Singh, Guru Gobind Singh is saying this, shall assign such distinguishing marks to the Sikhs that a Sikh would be recognizable even among 1,000 to carry out the revolution by the open profession thereof. So our tradition maintains this whole idea of identity. Don't try to come up with explanations. Kulveer already covered this. I'm going to give you some history behind it possibly. There were Sikhs who were reading Banis. There were Sikhs who would get up at 3:30 a.m. and they would do the best langars possible. But guess what? When push came to shove in the capital, Delhi with Sikha da bada kuch hoya. It's not just 84. It happened during Guru Tegh Bahadur too. Can you imagine your coach? Now this is not just a football or a hockey coach. This is your life coach. He's being beheaded. And players, you saw what just happened in LA, where players were saying we're going to even not play, even the other teams were saying we will not play, right? Look at what players do. And players at the time, they were not ready to do anything. One guy picked up the head and took it to Anandpur Sahib. Another person took it to his house and he burned his mansion. That's Bangla Sahib. But two people. This is Guru Tegh Bahadur period. This is the 9th generation coach. Even then, Sikhs were scared. So these identities, these markers, this is ambassadorship, guys. There is no logic, but they are definitely part of our identity. And this is what this is saying. The other part is, Guru Gobind Singh started arming the general body of the Panth with a view to creating a large force of revolutionaries. The Guru first increased the number of the Khalsa, then started the revolution. Have no doubts, guys, Khalsa is definitely here. Kirpan is not, today we say it's offensive weapon, defensive weapon. Why do you even use the word weapon?
Thank you very much.
It's not our vocabulary, our word is Kirpan. So I'm giving you one idea. We can think about more. What is Kirpan? Kirpan is from Kirpa and An. Kirpa is grace. An is honor. We don't say sword, we don't say shamsheer, we don't say talwar. Our tradition says Kirpan. Something you use gracefully to protect someone's honor. That's Kirpan. So if you call it anything else, people have images. Ki ye ta sword wale ne, wo ne, lad wale ne. But Kirpan, this is Khalsa's Kirpan. This is a Kirpan which protected the Middle Eastern invaders when they would take thousands of women from Bombay all the way to Middle East as slaves. This is where the Kirpan came out at midnight and took care of business. Obviously, we are not doing it these days, so we have to. The ones who are carrying it, they don't know, possibly, and the ones who are fighting for it, even they don't know sometimes, because we don't know how to present it. So we agree to whatever the Canadian or the American or the other governments are talking about. We really need to contextualize it in history. This is Guru Gobind Singh. So now, what is Khalsa every day, guys? In everyday life, I'm just focus on Khalsa soy nirdhan ko paale. How are we giving new life to the poor? That's what Khalsa does. This is our tradition. On a Vaisakhi day, if you have given more food to people like me who are becoming fat, more fatty acid to more fatty people, this is not langar. Simply put, jo marji aapa keh diye, right? ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਟ੍ਰੈਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ ਸਾਧੂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਵਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਉਹ ਭੁੱਖੇ ਸੀਗੇ So Nirdhan ko pale is, Nirdhan is poor of anything. Poor of thought, poor from money, poor from rights. Disenfranchised communities, you are in Canada. ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਿਨ ਨਜ਼ਾਰਾ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਰਸਟ ਨੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਲੜਦੇ ਹੋ। ਦਿਸ ਵਾਟ ਗੁਰੂ ਡਿਡ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਫਰਸਟ ਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦ੍ਰਵਿੜ ਤੇ ਦਲਿਤ ਆਖਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ, Guru fought for their rights. This is why the Indians and the South Asians start saluting Guru Gobind Singh. That's Vaisakhi. Vaisakhi is not the Nagar Kirtans we are taking out. So think about that stuff. Dust ko gal hai, you know that, so I won't go there. Let's Khalsa sojo chade turang. Khalsa sojo kare. You have a fight every day. This thing Khalsa fights every day. You don't have a fight every day with other people. Fight every day is with yourself. This is where Kanpur, no longer, you know that. You're fighting with yourself to grow, to become better individual next day. You get on a horse to fight because you want to create better societies. So you're ready to fight the external fight and you're ready to fight internal fight. That's what Khalsa is. And this is what Khalsa is presented. By the way, this is by Nandlal writing. To put it in context, this is not historian. This is a guy who really saw Guru Gobind Singh, worked with Guru Gobind Singh, wrote about Guru Gobind Singh. So we have to take this seriously. This is not just somebody like me or somebody, you know, from the state, because state people write a lot of stuff too. This is Pahi Nandlal Goya writing. Goya means, that was his pen name, Takhallas jinu kehte ne. And Goya means, and Guru Gobind Singh gave him that name, by the way. And Goya literally means the one who knows how to express. We should be reading him and Pai Gurdas more rather than jehde tutte putte professor ajkal likh rahe ne. Yeah, because these guys are contemporaries of the Guru. They are Sikhs of the Guru. They are lovers of the Guru in a divine way. Their words matter much more. This is a Savaiya. Can I get a volunteer to read a Savaiya and then I'm almost done? This is a Savaiya about, you know, we ask for who is a Khalsa, definition. This is the tradition maintains this is what Guru Gobind Singh said. Can I get a volunteer to read this aloud? Hanji, thank you. You got to speak up a bit.
That person who focuses on the divine light day and night and never puts even a little bit of faith in anyone else except the one in Vaheguru. That person who has a complete faith in love and unified forgetfulness does not put any faith in fasting, worship of dead people, doings of the dead people, and places of so-called saints. That person who does not pay attention to the holy pilgrimage centers, charity acts of pity, difficult meditation poses, and restraint in all of these are done to remembering Vaheguru, the one, and that person whose heart is the light of the perfect one shines, that one is recommended to be a member of the Khalsa.
So this is Khalsa. You can look at it, those of us who profess to be or aspire to be, if nothing else, can we just start here? What is our level of awareness? What is our level of love? Then we can come to nitty gritty. किथे जाना, किथे मत्थे टेकदा, योगा करदा कि नहीं करदा, अब सब confusion हो गया आजकल. Guru Gobind Singh is clear. He is like, you know, I'm not creating Khalsa, so you can get up at 3:30 and do difficult asana. If you want to, go do it. But Khalsa exists for a different purpose, which is what we've been talking about. So, aaj ye Khalsa da ki purpose hai? You know, this is what we need to do, guys. Our purpose was to break the barriers. If you are creating more barriers, these are included and these are not, good luck in convincing Guru Gobind Singh. फिर कलगियां वाला नीले वाला तो किते होर चले जाऊगा, वो साढ़े नाल नहीं खड़ा. He wants us to break the barriers. Khalsa was about creating Panth ki jeet and Sarbat da Pala. Today we just say this in Allah. In fact, I would say we are more interested in Sarbat da Pala these days because we are trying to do PR. और हिंदी दी कहावत है, नंगा क्या नहाएगा क्या निचोड़ेगा. If you yourself are not strong, you don't have strong institutions, because institutions are to protect your idea and do this training. You can do all the Sarbat da Pala, you're still gonna get hijacked as our institutions are, and people will still not tell you the real reason of why Guru Granth Sahib was established as the Guru. And this is where the confusion is, because our institutions are not strong. That's Panth ki jeet. Khalsa took care of this. They created the strong institutions, which in return provided the safeguards for the communities they lived in. You know what's happening in Punjab, the birthplace of the Khalsa? Punjab has become Punjab. The water is ab. Everything is going bad.
Economy, drug.
You know this. I'm just saying as a summary slide. Where Khalsa was in, Puran Singh said, when Khalsa was born in Punjab,
Sorry.
he says that wretched, एक किताब है कि wretched अवतार, and Puran Singh uses the same phrase. ਜਿਹੜੇ slaves ਸੀਗੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਗਾ ਕੇ free ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਸੌਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ. This is what happened in Punjab. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦਰਿਆ ਸੀ, ਦਰਿਆਵਾਂ ਵਾਲਾ ਵਿਛੋੜਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੰਬੂ ਆਉਣ ਲੱਗਦੇ. This is what, and this is intentional. You and I have to do something about this. Don't expect the Badals and the Amrindars and whoever else you're counting on. Khalsa is a collective. Khalsa is the one who gives promise to the Guru. We need to think about the birthplace because our institutions, our highest institution is hijacked at Akal Takht. Outside, there are attacks on Guru Granth Sahib and nobody even wants to talk about the Guru Khalsa Panth.
That's true.
Because now we have individual gurus. You and I were given this, that you have, Guru Gobind Singh said, you, all of you, have the right to become the Khalsa and become this. You are the rulers. Now somebody has snatched that and said, no, we are the rulers. One, जिमें होते RSS the Sangh Parvara, Punjab has a Singh Parvar. The 5 families are running all Punjab.
Yes.
So this is very clever design to get rid of what Guru Granth and Guru Panth is. You're sitting in Edmonton. You might be free of some of these problems. And some of you sitting here, Kulveer invokes this, I'm going to invoke it to Singh Sabha movement. People who brought changes 100 years ago, when we were in the similar things, they were all in 20s. Don't expect anything from people like me and Kulveer and uncle and auntie sitting. We are status quo people now. People who know how to kick butt, literally, as well as figuratively. They are all, go as the European philosopher said, they are below the age of 25. Sikh tradition is, Kartar Singh Sarabha was 19. Singh Sabha movement, the 4 Modi si, 3 bande ki janani, all in 20s.
Yes.
So you guys, especially sitting here below the age of 30, this is your time, man. We have screwed it up. We should admit it. We have screwed it up. Based on the idea. You guys have the opportunity to bring it back. Get your Gurdwaras back, get your Panth back, install the Granth as the only light. This is our moment. And if Obama can do it, you guys can do it too. Yeah, look at how tough it was for him. And it's going to be one of you. It's going to be who nobody knows, who don't look like Sikhs, who people think are worthless. They're one of one who are going to make these differences. Baki sare to galla gula karte reh jayenge mere wang. So you guys can do these things. I'm going to just come to how Guru Gobind Singh did it, and I'm done. He created killas. Anandpur Sahib had 5 killas. Killas, the forts are for trainings. Get trained. Ask the Guru, bless me, that so I can get trained. Get the trainings, guys. This was the training at the time. Today the training might be how you write. There might be some about people are joining MMAs. Maybe that's one of the trainings. Other training is learn the language of Guru Granth Sahib. Because people who are talking about Guru Granth Sahib, they know you don't know the language, so they're BSing. Because the idea of Guru Granth Sahib is the one which was so powerful, which is how the Khalsa came out. Khalsa was revealed, not born. So which means all of you is hidden in you. There was a hukum today. Guru Gobind Singh doesn't say, Main Khalsa Sajya. We say it, it's a wrong phrase. He says, Pragatayo Khalsa Paramatam Ki Mauj. Pragatna is revealed, hidden hega. It's hidden in you and me. It's hidden in all of us. Your job is to get training so you can reveal it. You can bring it out. Don't get caught up in this mess. If you are part of one of these Jathebandis, I'm saying this on purpose. Jathebandi by itself is good. Groups by themselves are good. But really we got to go beyond them. Panth is Khalsa. It's not Taksal. It's not missionaries. It's not AKJ. It's not Ramgadiyas. It's not Jats. It's not Papas. It's not Ravdasiyas. This is what we have done. Whatever these labels are. It's not Amritaris. It's not haircut. It's not... Whatever this nonsense we have developed. They developed to train. Go to one of them, because you need different schools. People like different trainings. But the purpose of training is not to stay in that school, but to come out and reveal the path.
Thank you.
Otherwise, and you guys pick your own training centers, man. You know what you need to learn, so you don't go to a soccer coach if you want to learn hockey. That's what's happening these days. Ask what you want training in. Go find the best institution and individual who can train you, but don't become that institutions. Institution उसे salute करते हैं that they train us. But really the institution is great if it's going to help us bring the pump back. That's the idea. So let's come to the end. It's the last slide. Can somebody read this? There's a volunteer where? Please.
Our history is of the soul, all its events are of the soul, all truth for us is personal. We have not to prove it, we have to stand witness to it in our soul. Rise and fill yourselves with His glory, it makes you noble, bold and free. Self-drunk, selfless, flower-like, sun-like, it sweetens you and your sweetness sweetens all life around. At your sight the lamb and the tiger must drink at the same pool. Perpetual spring must roll in you. You shall be the moral influence radiating peace, goodwill, friendship, fellowship, life, vigor, vitality, in short, spiritually.
Thank you. From a book called Spirit-Born People. Just remember this phrase, Spirit-Born People. We are not law-born. Other religious traditions taught you law. This is why Guru Granth Sahib is not a law book. We are Spirit-born. Guru Granth Sahib says, burn away those laws and customs which take you away from your beloved. This is why Guru Granth Sahib is so powerful. Jano aisi reet, jit mein pyara visar. So don't tell me what the law is, don't tell me what the tradition is. Guru Granth Sahib says, tell me how do I become closer to the one I love. This is our inspiration. And even jehdi sadi maryada vi si, wo is inspiration si. Today our maryada is also, I don't know which inspiration is coming from. We need to come here, and I'm going to bring Sikhi into it on this line. Spring is what in Punjabi? Basant. In Guru Granth Sahib, you hear about Arab Spring, changes which are occurring in the world, in the Arab countries. Guru Granth Sahib also talks about Basant. Basant is this is like, ajkal weather in the pattern kharab ho gaya. We are going from winter to summer without spring. Maybe this is what's happening in our lives. Spring is the time for cleaning. Spring is, you even say this in the Western world, ki spring cleaning kar lo, closet clean kar lo. Spring is the time to do mental cleaning. And Basant Rut starts in March and it ends and it goes for 2 months in April. Sikh tradition has huge implications in it, I'm not going to get into it. Basant was the training starting, so people are prepared on Vaisakhi, Sant Peta Harsoe, to actually adopt mentor, the Guru as a mentor. So you have to have some cleaning of thought, cleaning of ideas, and this is what Puran Singh is talking about, that are you prepared, are you ready for this spring cleaning? And those who are ready for this kind of spring cleaning, they will know what to do on Vaisakhi. Otherwise people come and go, melas come and go, you will also have another one in your town, and Sikh world is having it in this month and next. Really, the ones who will really enjoy Vaisakhi are the ones who take the ideas of the Guru and make it a reality, as Guru Gobind Singh did through the Khalsa, and what we remember in Ardas, our forefathers and foremothers did for the last 300 plus years. That's our history, that's the Khalsa. Don't let the noise bother you. There are always people who do shitty stuff. They're always there, in every community, in every profession. Khalsa is not about that. Khalsa is about how are we going to change the game? How are we not going to remain the status quo? How I'm not going to let anyone tell me that I'm not capable of this. That's Khalsa. Khalsa is, I do not accept any earthly authority. My source is divinity, and that source is going to help me change the realities of the communities I live in. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I've taken a little longer. Maybe 2 questions if they are related to the topic, otherwise we do it at the end of the... Anything related to the topic? With just 2 questions in the interest of time. No questions? That boring? Okay, well then... Hanji, go ahead.
Is that Guru continuing a
Who was the butcher? Interesting. So I don't want to give answers. I want to help you figure out the answer. So in Guru Granth Sahib, there is a body of 6 gurus and 15 other individuals. We'll call them spiritual people. I want you to go use Google. Mr. and Mrs. Google know more than any Granthi does today. Yeah? I want you to go Google it, and literally, if you can just spend 5 minutes learning about each of them, you will find certain names. Only 2 names most Sikhs know, Kabir and Baba Farid. Maybe some know Bhagat Ram Das, but there are 15 of them. And I want you to see, look at their backgrounds, what religion they are from and what profession. I think it'll be a great learning. So next time when you do Matha Tek, you'll know that this is a big idea which has lots of vision in it. Please do that. All of you do that. It's a great question. Remember one of the things Kulveer said, we don't want to create dependency. Our job also, which is what we try to do at Institute, is tell you to go find it. Have your own journey. It's very easy to give what answers, but I want you to just Google it and learn a little bit yourself. That's what gurus were interested in. Great.
Also, I don't know if Reza Rage is going to do this, but I think Sikh Research is releasing a book next week, available in Canada, I think.
Yeah, we are released.
I just thought I'd...
How much did I pay you to say that? Thanks for mentioning it. At Institute, we're trying to develop more resources so you can learn yourself rather than rely on the middleman, people like me included. So that book is on the language of Guru Granth Sahib. It's in English because our approach is it's a foreign language. And to learn a foreign language, you need to have certain rigor. So for those who are interested, it will be available next week, or next month, sorry. It's called Guru Granth Sahib. It's language and grammar. It's in English. Any other questions?
You mentioned Siddiq, people may ask.
Okay. One more question, then thank you. Guys, please listen up because it's really disrespectful to the young man sitting bravely on the second row and asking a question. Thank you.
You said that we should mentally clean our minds. What do you mean by that?
Excellent question. This is tough stuff, man. I'm just blabbing. You use email? I'm going to try to explain this. You use email? Do you read every email you get? You get some junk mail? You get some bulk mail? So you figured out some way which email I'm going to read, right? That's sort of what we need to do with the mind. Because we get a lot of bulk mail, we get a lot of junk mail. We need some filters. We have filters, like we say block this and do this. So we need filters here such that we can know what is good for my growth. If you listen to everything, that's what's confusing us. That's the doubts. So cleaning yourself mentally is, the idea from Guru Granth Sahib is, when you listen to positive development stuff, this is what Gurbani is about. That's mental cleaning, developing clarity. Just like in your emails, you're managing it, sometimes you still end up reading bad stuff, right? This is like managing your mind. Who do I want to listen to? What book should I read? Which movie should I watch? Which music video should I, those kind of things. That's mental cleaning. Thank you again. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.